also because this is a very special month, just started. It's very important to glorify Giriraj Govardhan. So there is Ashtakam, Giriraj, which page is that? Nija Pati Sujana. Finally. Good. 3:30. Giriraj Govardhan. Praying to Giriraj Govardhan. Please give residence that you know to speak. Okay, Mike. Sing. Nijapati bhujananda
Shashrabhavam prapadya Pratihatamādadeshya Dandadevannādana Pātula pratula shira Sheni bhupa priya me Nija nikadani rasa Ehi
speak some Hari Katha and then in the last the girls sing Mahamantra. Right?
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। गुरुवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनर्पितं चरिञ्चिरात् कारुण्यवतीं कलौ समर्पयितमुन्नतजरसां स्वभक्तिश्रियम्। हरिपुरसुन्दरद्रुति कदम्ब सन्दीपिता सदा हृदयकन्द्रेषु स्फुरतु वै सच्चिनन्दना। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपीकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। भक्त्या विहीनाय अपराधलक्ष्ये चकामहन्दितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि त्वं शरणं प्रपन्न वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दम्। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। All together. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare। One more time. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare। Okay. By the causeless mercy of Srila Gurudev, Shri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, we having his darshan here. And with the causeless mercy of entire Guru Parampara, Shri Gaur Nityanand Prabhu, Shri Radha Govind, Giriraj Maharaj, and Shri Tulsi Maharani, we assemble here starting first time ever in New York, this retreat. Yeah. I did many times retreat in Holland. Where else? Also in Texas. And also we did in Florida. But first time here in New York. The nature of retreat, all other locations is not same. Every location has their own flavor. And all criteria. The nature of this retreat is my contribution, give some insight, the philosophy, the practices what we do, and to learn more and more about the Vaishnava etiquettes, which is a very important factor. Generally what happens, we as a guest speakers, we come Krishna Mohan Prabhu house programs or house programs, Radha Mataji here in New York, Ramanath Prabhu, all the other different locations, house programs, and we give lecture and we go. But then a thought came in my mind, because when I come to programs, I observe some certain things. And I felt that there's a need for all of us to learn something. Without learning the Vaishnava etiquettes, it's difficult to advance in bhakti. Because knowingly, unknowingly we commit some offenses. So better, it's good to know what we should follow, what we should not, what are pros and cons. And that's why the purpose of this retreat is like a combination of getting a training how we as brahmachari, sannyasi or grahastha, how we have to spend our day, week, month, year and a complete life as Krishna conscious devotees. Or in other terms, in the language of Guyana, Hari Bol devotees. There's a stamp, there's a trademark, Hari Bol people. Okay, whatever people, Hari Bol, which is not bad, we are not doing any sin. We are Hari Bol people, so it's good. And in the middle of that retreat, in the beginning of that retreat, in the middle of this Purushottam month, which is a very special month, as we have Kartik month every year, that month, Kartik month, is the month of Radharani. Why is month of Radharani? Who can give answer? Why Kartik month is a month of Radharani? Answer? Ramya? Blank. Because her name is Kirtida Devi, Kirtida Sundari. So Radharani, the month Kartik is the month of Radharani. But this month, Purushottam month, falls not every year, but once in 3 years. It's so important. It just started from which date? 17th. 17th. Today is almost 4th day. 3rd day? 4th day of Purushottam month. What we should do, what we should not do, I'm going to elaborate on this. But, today is our arrival day. It's a short program. From tomorrow morning, we're going to have Mangalarti, then some chanting together, then Harikatha, morning and evening 2 times, and many other things. But right in the beginning, I just want to humbly ask forgiveness from all devotees, young, old, junior or senior, whoever. If you really want to learn, then I'm ready to teach. And when I'm teaching, that means I'm going to correct. And when you get correction, you're going to learn. Because if I'm not teaching, how are you going to learn? Basics. Sometimes we ignore the basics and we jump into very high subjects. That means the foundation remains weak. If the foundation remains weak, how are we going to build a strong house on that foundation? The home of bhakti. So basics are very important to know. Because I've seen my Guru Vargas, my Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, Srila Bharti Goswami Maharaj, and many other senior Vaishnavas, all our Gurujans, they were so strict in following the rules and regulations. Even at the point of how we have to eat, how we have to sleep, how we have to chant the Mahamantra, how we have to chant the mantras given by our Gurudev. what are regulations we need to follow, how we have to read the scriptures, how we have to greet the deities, how we have to serve the deities, all the details, even cooking, eating, washing hands, which hands we should eat with and drink with, that details is so important. Because Srila Gurudev, we all following him, and our acharyas, they were very strict on this point. If anyone thinking, oh, what is the point of following all these regulations? Just chant, be happy. Just we have to chant Mahamantra, practice bhakti. What is the point of how we are eating and how we are cooking, or what it has to do with bhakti? No, it has so much to do with bhakti. If you're going to hear all that details, maybe you'll think this is too much. So I'm going to give slow doses. Not too much at the one time. So the point is, if you all accept this, then I'm ready to teach. But if you think, no, this is not proper, then I will just continue my Harikatha, morning and evening. It all depends on all you, because many of you are my elders in age and seniority also. And I'm, young like your child. So maybe you may think, oh, it's not proper, how he can tell, he's so junior. Yeah. So are you all agree to learn? So then raise your hands. I want to see. Okay. Then I'll be very hard now. Training. This is called 3 days training. Thursday evening, Friday, complete day, Saturday and Sunday morning. Training time. So after learning this, believe me, you're going to, the habits which we have developed until now, it's going to take a while, a time, some days to change. But later you're going to realize how nice it is. This is how I got trained. When I joined as a brahmachari, we never learned this at our home. There's a different situation at home. But when we in Krishna consciousness, developing bhakti, then all senior sannyasis, especially Gurudev, very hard. How to even serve prasadam. How we have to do offerings to Krishna. How we have to serve prasadam to the Vaishnavas. How we have to serve prasadam to Gurudev. Every details. So I'll be moving around and observing, and wherever I see, I'm going to correct loudly so that everyone can hear. So don't feel any embarrassment. Don't feel shy. Learning is a very good. Yes? Ready? So, some Harikatha. Purushottam month. From where this month appeared? We have only 12 months a year. And this is called 13th month. Adhik Mas. Additional month. From where this appeared? It's the same thing, right? June, July, August, September. From the English calendar point of view, yes, January, Feb, March, April. Until December. But from the Vedic system, there are names of every month. Agrayan Mas, Magh Mas, then Vishakh Mas, Falgun Mas, Vishakh Mas, Magh Mas, Shravan Mas. These are different names. Even in India, people are not familiar. Everyone knows Jan, Feb, March. But these are the names. So what happens is, because the earth moves around sun, and that's why we have day and night. And it calculated as 24 hours. But it's actually more than 24 hours. Some minutes more than 24 hours. According to the calculation of the sun and the moon from the Vedic system, just like Srila Gurudev explaining, I was hearing one lecture, suppose your birthday falls, say 31st January, right? When? Oh, 1960. I got birth 1960, 31st January. So we celebrate birthday every year on 31st January. Which day was that? Monday. From English calendar point of view, you're celebrating that, but that's not bona fide. The bona fide way is the Tithi. What was that Vedic, according to the constellation, that particular Tithi, your birthday fall? Well, 1960, just one example, 31st January. So, every year is not going to be 31st January. As we all know, we celebrate Ram Navami, we celebrate Diwali, Janmashtami, Radhashtami. Do it come every year, the same date? Same date? No. Then why we all not complain? Last year Janmashtami was August so and so, this year is coming September. What is this? Why not the same day? Because of constellation. Therefore, devotees should celebrate their children or their birthday on tithis, which are more bona fide way of celebrating. Okay. So, when some minutes get added on every movement of earth towards sun, then that additional minutes and seconds in 3 years comes out to 1 month, means additional 1 month. This month is called Adhik Mas, means additional month. And smart people, smart Brahmins, they address this month as Mal Mas, means contaminated. Why contaminated? Because no rituals or auspicious events takes place in this month. So they rejected this month. No honor, no regard to this month. So this month, he went to Vaikuntha and prayed to the Narayan. I am so sad because I have no name. And everyone just reject me saying you're contaminated, you're useless. I have no shelter. The Lord has performed pastimes in every month. You see, we start from January, Feb, March. Every month is festival, right? Kartik month, then Kartik month, and then Katyani Vrat, and then Feb is full of festivals, Shivratri, Advaita Satmi, Nityan Tedrashi, then Gaur Purnima, then Ram Navami, then Akshaya Tritiya, then Guru Purnima, then Rath Yatra, then Guru Purnima, then Janmashtami, then Radhashtami, then again Kartik. Every month is some celebration. This month, Purushottam month, is additional month. So, no name. Mal Mas. Mal Mas means contamination. Contaminated. So, Lord Narayan, he went to Golok Vrindavan and prayed to Krishna. This month has no name. He is crying and weeping. He has no shelter. Krishna said, Anyone who take my shelter becomes mine. Because you came to me and you want shelter, then I am the shelter of everyone. Just like we have orphan houses. What is meaning orphan? Is it true? No parents. The child falls from sky. Why we say orphans? It's not correct word actually, but we have no other option. Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhan Pran. Krishna is the Lord of universe, Jagannath. His mother, his father, he is the father of everyone. How we can say a child is orphan? Because Krishna is the Lord. Not only Lord, he is the father of everyone. So there is no one on orphan. Krishna is our everything. But we have not come to this understanding so far, and this point to so far to understand that actually Krishna is our parents. We are on a practicing stage. Believe me, a day will come in life, maybe this life or next life or in 10 lives, when we fully realize this, that actually Krishna is my parents. Krishna is everything, I mean to say. It will come, the day will come. Right now, we have no understanding, we have no realization. We believe more on the relatives, etc. But when Guru and Krishna becomes the most important personality of our life, that's the spiritual realization is about. Krishna gives shelter. In Bhagavad Gita, he gave a promise. Sarva dharman paritajya mam ekam sharanam vraja. Give up all duties and surrender unto me. I will take care of all your sins if you think you incur some sin by avoiding some duties, social duties. Don't worry. Ma shucha. Don't worry. I am there to take care of all the sins. Don't worry. So Krishna is giving us this promise. He gives shelter to everyone. Kyo mane na mane sakal das. One who believes or don't believe, everyone is a servant of Krishna. Because Ekla Ishwar Krishna Arsa Bhritya. There's only one Ishwar, one God, not two gods. And that's Krishna. And everyone is a servant of Krishna. The entire universe, not one, universe is the servant of Krishna. So then Krishna said, okay, you will be known after my name. My name is Purushottam. And everyone will call you with the name Purushottam Mas. Purushottam means what? Purush Uttam. Purush means what? What is the meaning of Purush? Anyone? Purush means male. Male body, female body. Female body means Istri, Prakriti, nature. Nature is female. But Purusha means male. Uttam means the best amongst all the males. Now when we say best amongst all the male, it's not ordinary male like we are actually not male. We have body as a male, but we all Prakriti, we all nature. We all females. The body is male, but because we are in Prakriti, this nature is female. So we all are females, we are not male. So then who are those Purushas? All the incarnations. Narsingh Bhagwan, Vara Bhagwan, Vaman Bhagwan, Shri Ram. They are Purushas. Then there are three Vishnus. Karandakshay Vishnu, Garbhodakshay Vishnu, Shirodakshay Vishnu. These are Purushas. They're Purushas but not Uttam. Uttam means the best or the superior amongst all the Purushas. Who is the superior among all the Purushas? Krishna. I am not saying this. Scriptures claims this. When I say scriptures, that means Srimad Bhagavatam. And in Bhagavatam there is a verse which is known as the crest jewel amongst all the verses. Ete chas kalam pumsam Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam Indrani Vyakulam Lokam Ridanti Yuge Yuge. Eta chas kalam Krishna. Eta kya? Ete chas kalam pumsam Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam. Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Bhagavatam claims this. And all others are incarnations of Krishna. Understand? Therefore, he is Purushottam, best amongst all the Purushas. Understand? Getting my point? Yes or no? Yes? Just say yes.
Yes.
Morning. Purushottam, Purushottam. Therefore, everything about Krishna is Uttam. Uttam means best, superior. His creation, His prasad, His pastimes, His qualities, His name, His devotees, everything about Krishna or related to Krishna is Uttam, means superior. Purushottam. And that's why this month, which is named after Krishna himself gave this name, you will be known by my name. And that's why the name is Purushottam, the best of all the months, which comes every 3 years, not every year. How special, how important it is. If we are really sincere in our bhakti and we want to get sincere in bhakti and advance in our bhakti, because bhakti has a Shakti, potency, to control the uncontrollable Krishna. Krishna who cannot be controlled by anyone. So many rishis, yogis, they try, they attempt. Failure. Cannot be controlled. Krishna can only be controlled by bhakti. But controlling Krishna is not the purpose of bhakti. To accept the servitor of Krishna is the purpose of bhakti. And that's why devotees, they observe this Purushottam month very seriously. All over the world. By taking some promises. I'm going to chant more than 16 rounds. 16 rounds is every day. But to give respect to this month, I will chant some additional rounds. Or I'm going to sing some songs which we are singing from day one. Nanda Nandan Ashtakam means glorifying Krishna, glorifying Radharani and Giriraj Govardhan. Just take 10 minutes reading from the songbook. Even if you don't know the melodies, doesn't matter. Even we can't read the Sanskrit part, doesn't matter. Krishna is Bhavgay Janardhan. He accepts the moods. So just read the translation, which is also equivalent to reading the Sanskrit part. 10-15 minutes. So chanting more rounds, reading those songs, glorify Krishna, Radharani and Giriraj Govardhan. And then some devotees take a vow. They stay 1 month in Vrindavan and they do everyday Giriraj Parikrama. Govardhan Parikrama, which is how many miles? 12 miles? Almost 14 miles. Every day. You know, when they start, they're very enthusiastic. When they come to the middle part, also some energy. The moment they cross 60%, then start looking at the board. How many miles left? Then completion 75%, then again, Prabhuji, how much more to go? That means now energy is draining. And almost coming to 80%, then there is no walk anymore, start dancing. The feet gets like this. The person start dance, walking like this. And at the completion, pay pranams there and flat. 3 days out. And pain everywhere. What happened? Govardhan Parikrama. But those who have practiced and they perform every day, it goes so fast. No pain, nothing. No blisters. The body gets used to with that. But how we can do Govardhan Parikrama every day sitting here in New York? Yes, we can. We have Giriraj Govardhan here. And in the morning, Mangalarti, which is what time? 6:30, Mangalarti. In India, we do Mangalarti 4:30. So it's a concession to Western world. 6:30. So 6:30 Mangalarti. After doing Arti to Radha Govinda, Gaur-Nitai, then we're going to do Govardhan Parikrama here, which is also considered same and equivalent benefit, no matter wherever you perform Giriraj Parikrama. What is the difference between Giriraj here and Giriraj there? One can say, no, that is original one and this is, it's even offensive to even think like that. Everything about Krishna is complete. Krishna is never incomplete. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada used to say, if you consider your deities are less important and the deities in Vrindavan are more important, that's an offense committing to your deities. They're equally important. So a portion of Giriraj Govardhan is with us here. How lucky we are. We are having his darshans. We're going to do Parikrama. We're having Giriraj Prasad. But you think, no, that Giriraj is more important there. This is less important. That's offensive. And what is that offense? Called Swajatiya Vijatiya Swagad Bhed Rahit. Everything about Krishna is complete. There is nothing incompleteness in Krishna. And this is not just a rock. This is Giriraj. Manifestation of Krishna in the form of Giriraj Govardhan. Bolo Giriraj Maharaj ki. Yes. So we're going to do Giriraj Parikrama every day. So you may think then we can do until Sunday, what after that? You can do every day at home. How is possible? Take a picture. Cut it. And get it framed. And after making a frame, keep there at the altar. You can worship and you can also go around Giriraj Govardhan Parikrama with this. Because deities are of different kind. Wood, metal, clay, and also picture is considered 8. There are 8 types of deities and all are considered equivalent. There should not be, there is no any difference. Even the picture is also deities. There is no difference. So we can do Giriraj Parikrama every day. The most important is our feelings, our emotions. And Krishna is full of emotions and feelings and he acknowledges why he or she is doing this Parikrama. Giriraj immediately accepts that mood. So in this month, devotees, they promise they stay 1 month and do every day Giriraj Parikrama, and we also going to do here. right? Then some take a vow of only eating one time a day. But eating is not that important, but not that in comparison with how much we are chanting and remembering Krishna. That's more important. Yastu vasa gunai saha. To reside with the qualities of Krishna. That's the vrat about. Certain regulations are there in this month. We can't eat tomatoes, lauki, spinach, leafy veggies. Why it is so? Mustard seed, honey. What it has to do with bhakti? What it has to do with bhakti? Bhakti is divided. Not bhakti is divided, it's not correct to say, but there is a word called Sang Siddha Bhakti. There is a word called Arop Siddha Bhakti. And then there is a word called Sarup Siddha Bhakti. Understanding? Sarup Siddha Bhakti. Hearing, chanting and remembering. That's actually bhakti about. But something supportive to bhakti is that in the morning we take shower, we feel so fresh and clean in a mode of goodness. So is taking shower is bhakti? Then you can take 10 times shower in the bathroom. That means you're doing bhakti. The fish is always in water. Fish is doing bhakti. Taking shower is not bhakti, but it's supportive to bhakti. And because it is supportive to bhakti, it is inclusive in bhakti. Considered as inclusive. But taking shower itself is not bhakti. It's called Sangha Siddha Bhakti. Similarly, certain things which are prohibited in this month to eat is because to maintain our consciousness pure. Because these edibles, they have madakta. Madakta means some kind of intoxicants, which provokes our senses and is difficult with body and mind to maintain purity, because it immediately takes us to the mode of passion and ignorance. Passionate. Honey is passionate. All these things. From the Ayurveda perspective also, if you ask any Ayurveda doctor, he will describe you the qualities of certain ingredients, what we consume. Therefore, because we want to spend this month with pure consciousness so that we can develop more and more bhakti, certain things are given in the Shastras, Hari Bhakti Vilas by Sanatana Goswami as a provision. Please don't eat these things. And on the parallel, other side, chant more and remember Krishna more. Now, other point. If we are individually staying by ourselves with our family, it's so difficult to chant more or feeling the same inspiration, right? But just like we all are here in this retreat, it's like spiritual socialization. We're not socializing with friends or relatives, but actually friend and actual relative. Actual friend means devotees. How we address each other? Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Even on the call, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, Radhe Radhe. So spiritual socialization with the children, Matajis, Prabhus, everyone get along with the devotee friends in a form of a retreat to learn how we have to schedule our work and our spiritual activities on a daily basis. How the day should start, how the day should end, with family and family duties, work situations, and also including spirituality in that. That's an art, that's a tech. Nothing is to be given up. But spirituality has to be included, need to inclusive in our daily practices. That's important. And because people cannot do this, that's the missing link. And because of this missing link, we don't know. We get bewildered very easy. Suffering comes or trouble comes and give us suffering. Good moment comes, give us happiness. And we always get along with this. Sometimes good times, sometimes bad times, tensions, stress, and also happy moments. All going through one by one, like this. But if the concept is very clear, how I have to deal with these situations, if the concept is clear and high, it's very easy to counteract that. Just give me an example. What we do is just like, this television, there is a remote and different channels. Or we say the AC, we can put in 72 degrees, we can lower down to 68 degrees or 60 degrees, however we want. And everything is get controlled. We ourselves giving the remote of our emotions to the situations. And we are inviting the situations to come and affect us with good and with bad. Try to understand what I am saying. We are surrendering ourselves to these situations, giving the remote of our life in the hands of these situations. And whatever situation prevails, it affects us, making us happy and making us sad, making us stressful and stressless. That means I'm getting submissive to the situation, whereas I have to become the master of my situation. Instead of becoming the master of my situation, that situation is coming and I'm least affected because I'm the one controlling the situations. I'm not allowing the situations to overpower my emotions. Whereas I want to control, being a master, but instead of that, I'm becoming the servant of the situations. And I made myself independently situations as my masters. And as the master direct, I work accordingly as an employee and as a servant. And that's why there's always fluctuations. Always fluctuations. That's why the most important factor is the concept has to be very clear and high. When the concept is high, situations cannot bother you. At least we are not in that bad situations as the Pandavas were. Don't take my words wrongly, please. But no one is getting disrobed in the assembly in front of seniors and the whole prince and kings. Draupadi was getting that. At least we are not homeless. We are not in forest exile. We came in this forest for 3 days only and with such good facility. They were in the forest in exile for 12 years, homeless. Where to eat, where to sleep, no clue. We're not getting burned in a lakh house. They got burned in a lakh house. Nobody is giving us poison. Bhim got poisoned. Literally got poisoned. We are not in that bad situation as Pandavas. We are also not in a bad situation like Prahlad Maharaj, that our father is beating us and throwing us from the cliffs, or throwing us in the ocean, or getting us bitten by snakes. My child, you don't follow me. I purchased a cobra for you. I want cobra to bite you. We are not in that bad situations as these personalities were. But how they contract these situations? High concept. Higher consciousness and high concept. It gives so much strength. And that's why we need to follow rules and regulations. It develops our high level of consciousness, higher level, elevation of consciousness and understanding and the concept. When the concept is high, this situation just comes and goes. And that's why we observe Purushottam month. Understand? That's why we chant more. It facilitates in a more better way when we are together. Togetherness gives us strength. You're chanting, I'm chanting. We all come together for arati. We are together for singing. We are spending Krishna consciousness. Means absorption, 3 days being together with devotee community. 3 days to understand each other and work together, serving Krishna, remembering Krishna. That's the concept of retreat. That's the concept. Therefore, again I'm repeating, I'm going to go around and I will see how everyone is eating or whatever, and I'm immediately going to correct you there. First thing, very important, I've seen some devotees, many of you, almost all of you, have mantras given to your Gurudevs, respected Gurudevs. So you chant these mantras morning and evenings, right? But you're not supposed to speak while you chant mantras. Speak to others. What to speak? What is the point of speaking to others? Even you don't have to recite the mantras. It has to be quiet, without movements of lips. But sometimes I see a person is chanting and then he's also speaking, oh, I'm going to eat later. And the mantra is there. If it happens like this, you have to again start the mantra. Then mantra is not properly uttered, chanted. If we do like this. If you can't sit cross legs for certain reasons, you can sit on chair. The best is sitting cross leg. If you can't, doesn't matter. Sit on your comfort, wherever you're comfortable. But in the morning facing east direction, in the evening facing north direction, it has significance. Or sitting right in front of the deities. And while chanting mantras, focus on what? Either you can focus on the deities, seeing their features, or can meditate on each and every syllable, what you're chanting in your head, in your mind. Because you can't utter that. So in whatever you're chanting in your mind, you focus on each and every word there. That's called proper quality chanting of mantra. This is the proper system of chanting mantras. This is lesson 1. Chanting mantras. More specification is, one should have his or her own asana. You know asana? This, like this. If you don't have that particular design, this is from Vrindavan, you can have any other. It can be any cloth also. So even if husband, wife sharing the same, no. Individual. Everyone should have their own asana. Before chanting mantra, very important to have tilak. This tilak. Even if it is light or thin or big or whatever, tilak is very important for mantra. Morning and evening. After mantra, if you have to go work, you can clear up. But at least at the point of chanting the mantra, specifically that time, tilak has to be there. Then in the morning facing east direction, and evening facing what direction? North direction. Yes, Gajendra Bhau? This is how the system is? So sitting on your individual asana. Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj, very specifically, Srila Gurudev, Shri Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, and I saw my Guru Maharaj, they all used to have their own asana. Sitting on your asana, and then 3 sips means Achman. Om Keshvaya Namaha. Take 1 drop. Om Keshvaya Namaha, and then rinse your hand with other drop. Like rinse like this, throw away. Om Narayanaye Namaha, then clean and throw away. Om Madhavaya Namaha, 3 times, 3 sips. Even if you have taken shower 30 minutes in your bathroom, you think you are clean. But after wearing clothes, it's very important to take these 3 sips to purify your consciousness, your body, and your outfits, everything. These 3 sips with the mantra, not just randomly 3, I can drink water 3 times. 3 sip with the mantra purifies the system. And then chanting mantras. Morning and evening, both times. Understand? What?
What about the afternoon?
Also east.
Yeah, but you said, okay, so
Most devotees, they chant morning and evening, so that's why I'm focused on that.
and so when you do the morning and evening, and or the morning and the afternoon in the morning, I heard from one Prabhu that you should do the 3 sips, the ashman, in between doing your morning set and then your afternoon set. So you do your first set for the morning, and then you're about to do your afternoon, and so you take ashman again, and then you do your afternoon. Is this the right way to do it, or you can just do it?
Just full. Not 2 times. Understand? 3 times Achman. What are the mantras? Om Narayanaye Namaha. No. First is Om Keshavaya Namaha. Then Bas. Keshav Narayan Madhav. Remember this. So that's why whatever I'm going to tell you, write down if you don't know, or you can write in your phones, notes. This is important. This is how we have to start the mantras. Any question? Yes.
Yeah, when I was about to put the garland in, I was looking for the Ashman cover. I didn't see any. I still do it, but
For putting garland, you don't need Achman.
I need to do Ashman.
No,
I was
no.
wondering.
Only when you chant mantras or if you're ready to do service to the deities, then you need that. For putting garland, no. Another point. If you make garland, very nice, beautiful garland, and you want to give to any Vaishnava, that garland has no meaning, no value if it is not touched to the deities. Vaishnavas, servants of the Lord, they always love to have prasadam, not the bhoga. So if you make a very nice garland but it is not offered to Krishna, they have not so much regard. But even if you just touch 1 second, just touch the deities, means it's offered now. No need to even, if you put on their neck, that's good, but if you can't, just touch the feet. And then offer. This becomes prasad. So this prasad has a lot of significance. Krishna's prasad. Okay. Now, I think, yes, Mataji.
Maharaj, which finger do you use to put on tilak, and is there a prayer when you're putting on the tilak?
Which one you use?
I use this finger.
Yes, that's the right one.